You will have received your PageZephyr via email. Markzware has a new method of installation and activation, which is developed in-house. It's called Marks Control. With that email, you'll get your product, you'll get a product ID, and you'll get a download link. As you'll read, this is your personal, private, and actual download URL. All Markzware updates will always be pushed to this URL, so keep it in a safe place. You only need to re-download at a later date and get the most current version of the installer and thus of your product. Do not post or share or distribute this link in any way. It is uniquely tied to you and your order, your email address. For our most current product versions, there will be no installers posted online. There you'll only find older versions. So it's very important because the traditional method is you go to a web page, you get the installer, the update, you download it, and you install it. However, Markzware has developed this new system where everything is via one URL, which is uniquely for you. So this is very important. I've X'd out the information so you can see what's important for you, but make sure you keep this in a safe place. To get started, simply click on the link. Let's do that now. Once you click that, what you get in your browser on Mac is the end user license agreement. There you can read exactly what the end user license agreement entails. And when you accept and understand this agreement, you click I agree and you click download. Very important. When you de-archive or decompress the download package, make sure that your archive utility or decompression tool will decompress all parts of the package, not just the outer shell. Modern decompression tools sometimes only do the outer shell, whereas you should decompress all parts of the download. Once the download's complete, 35.9, let's say 36 megabyte file, and in your downloads you can find the package which has now been decompressed. There is a reference manual we're going to get all details on how to get started. You simply drag and drop the PageZephyr icon into your applications folder, launch PageZephyr, activation, and registration. Proxy settings, if you have a proxy you can bypass it here. If you have a too strict firewall, you have to momentarily turn that off. And now let's go over all of this, how this works. We drag PageZephyr into our applications folder. We go in there. We find the Zephyr. I'm going to put it down in my dock here, right to InDesign. Should I put next to our flight check? Let's put next to flight check in between Quark and InDesign. Since it supports those, plus publisher files. And now let's open it up and see what happens. Let's launch PageZephyr 3.0 for the Macintosh. Yes, we do want to open it. Welcome to PageZephyr. Explains that PageZephyr is a standalone application to help you find, view, and extract text from QuarkXPress, InDesign, and Microsoft Publisher documents without having these apps or applications loaded on your computer. What you need to do to get started is to index your content. So we click Continue to begin. PageZephyr is able to search for and index these file types. Please select the types of files you would like PageZephyr to search for and index. You want to do all. PageZephyr will monitor locations you choose below for newly changed or added documents. So what you can do, you can add in your entire drive here, or volume, and it will also search over the network if you choose network connected volumes. In this case, let's choose test files folder. And it'll warn you, do you want to index Divine? Divine contains, want our index on? Yes, we do want to index it. And we hit continue. Show styled stories. This may slow down the performance of the application, but it is much better if you can turn this on, do as such. Then you get the full stylization of the text. Colors, size, bold, italic, you name it. Finish. And now you see here, it's indexing. And show up over here, all your files, which we'll get to in a moment. So let this do its trick here. Behind here are several screens. The first screen that popped up will happen really in the background without us doing anything. If you have a proper internet connection without a firewall and without a strict proxy, you'll get right through and you'll be able to get this. Activation process is now complete. Your project is ready to use. It's that easy. Sometimes we'll have to restart the application and start again for it to kick in the activation. Alright, so now we see PageZephyr 3.0 here, the new version of PageZephyr. And we see that it's indexed all of our files, our whole volume of files, or a directory in this case. So it's pretty quick, probably about 40 minutes to do all those files. I think less even, maybe like only 30 minutes. It really depends on the style and the stylization and the attributes of the document, how long it takes. So it's not that bad. You can drill in and see all the files here, and you can click on one and see the content, and you can also drill in and see page by page the content, which is quite neat. Thank you. This has been David Dilling from Markzware. Please always feel free to contact us. Wishing you a fantastic 2013. Till the next time.